Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome. Yeah, still no Gyökeres. Let's get started into it. There's no point of any intro. It's been probably 3 weeks now. 3 weeks since the Gyökeres news first broke through. I anticipated, to be honest, we were gonna get Here We Go in the same week. Then it got dragged out. And I thought to myself, okay, if it's not this week, it's gonna be the week after. Once again, the rumors start flying out. The rumors are apparently also not agreeing the add-ons and everything. And then I thought to myself, you know what? It's gonna be done. It's gonna be done. If it's not this week, it's gonna be done in the next few weeks. Once again, nothing. We're hearing rumors now, and now it's getting very concerning. We're hearing rumors apparently the deal is about to collapse, and at the same time we're hearing that Gyökeres is foregoing his salary, is doing so much, the agent is foregoing his commission and everything to push this deal through, and then we hear agreement has been reached. However, still no breakthrough. We are here. It's been 3 weeks now, guys. I'm pretty sure it's been 3 weeks since the Gyökeres news first broke through, and we're still at the same situation. We're still discussing the add-ons, we're still discussing the fees. And at this point, I don't know who you'd like to blame. Whether you'd like to blame the club, Arsenal, whether you like to blame Sporting Lisbon, the president, but this has gone this has been dragged out. This is probably one of the most dragged out transfers as an Arsenal fan I can remember, for probably the most important position, a striker. I'm seeing Liverpool go sign Ekitike for a higher price. Suddenly, from a bid being expected, Liverpool being expected to make a bid, to a here we go within 3 days, and here we are still haggling over a few £1 million with Gyökeres. And at this point, to be honest, I'm just done. I'm just saying, pay it, get the guy, get him into preseason, and let's just get it started, man. I'm tired of haggling over a few €1 million. What is the point? If he does well, no one's gonna look at these add-ons. You know what I mean? It's like €10 million, £8 million. What is the point? Just pay it and let's just get him into the door. What is the point of haggling over this? You know, the thing about haggling over it, what I don't understand is a lot of fans say you shouldn't give in to Sporting Lisbon's request, which is understandable. Why should you give in to their request? Because we're already paying more than apparently was supposed to be the agreement. At the same time, you can't say that and then Arsenal, within the span of 3 days, go and increase the bid for Madueke for £8 million. They increased the bid from 40 million to 48 million pounds within 3 days, 3 working days, and it was even needed. Arsenal had all the leverage for Madueke. No one was going to even get close to that, and we upped our bid. But for Sporting Lisbon, we want to haggle with £8 million or whatever the add-ons are. It's a joke, man. Just get him to the door. Because I'm telling you now, man, Arsenal need the players ready and firing. We cannot be entering another preseason or even a season where our new signings didn't have any preseason. Mikel Merino last season talked about how important preseason is, and for a position for such an important season, I don't understand why we are haggling over a few €1 million. Just get it done. Fabrizio Romano has said at the time of recording there is expected breakthrough to be done in the next few days, but to be honest, we've been hearing that since for the last 2 weeks, and since nothing. So hopefully we do hear something. I'm checking social media every hour, hoping there's a breakthrough, hoping that I see something like some positive news for Gyökeres. But I guess hopefully this week we do hear some positive news about Gyökeres, and we just came in, because to be honest, it's one of the most exciting signings we've made in the last few years. A striker, something we've needed, and it's just the joy is being sucked out of us. I think every Arsenal fan is just getting tired. Just get him to the door, man. Just get him to the door. But moving on from Gyökeres, let's talk about Arsenal itself. Now, there was an article released for Arsenal. I forgot who it was. I forgot which journalist, which is really bad of me. But they were just talking about Arsenal and the finances of Arsenal and the expectations of Arsenal and everything. And I think one thing that really caught my eye was how the Cronkies still view Arsenal. Now, in the article, it said that the Cronkies expect Arsenal to be self-sufficient. They expect Arsenal to be self-sufficient, and however, Arteta has asked for a transfer budget increase. And I think that just shows you where the owner's ambitions are for this club. I think it just shows you that with Arsenal, that if you had any doubt with what the owner's ambition is, the ambition is as clear as it could be. There is no doubt about it. It's simply make the most amount of money while spending the least. That is the ambition of Arsenal's owners. It's simple as that. There is no debate about it. We know what it is. We've had this owner for since God knows how long, and it's been clear with Wenger. Get top four, you keep your job. Get top four, keep your job. Just getting that Champions League money and forget it. The trophies is the last thing on these owners' mind. It's simply about make as much money as you can. And I think that what makes me, I don't know, just so confused is Josh Kroenke is painted near the Arsenal stadium. There's a painting for Josh Kroenke. I can't even pronounce Josh Kroenke. How is there a painting for this man? I don't understand how some Arsenal fans decided this guy is worth putting a painting on. Like, there are more players, there are legends we have who don't have a painting, and we're putting on Josh Kroenke onto the wall. Like, do some of you guys not think, why are we putting, what has Josh Kroenke given to us? People think because Josh Kroenke comes out once in a while and gives an interview that it's a different ownership. It is still the same ownership, it's just a different face. Kroenke has just given it to his son, Stan Kroenke, and he's given it to Josh. They don't care about Arsenal like we do. They are simply here to make as much money as possible. It's not about winning trophies for them, because if it was, we would have won major trophies for so many years under this ownership. And it's a very similar pattern, okay? Every time with Arsenal near the end of the season, or where we get very close to actually touching major silverware, okay? We get very close, 1-2 signings away. What do? We don't sign. We don't sign anyone. And what happens is from 1 to 2 players, now suddenly you need 3, 4, 5 players. Last summer, at the point, the only position we needed was a striker and a winger. Probably just a striker, honestly. We only really needed a striker. Fast forward to this season, this summer now, from one striker, we now need a striker, we now need a left winger, we now had to sign a backup goalkeeper, we then have to sign a attacking midfielder because Martin Odegaard is not doing good enough, and we have to buy a backups. We've had to make 5 to 6 signings, and that's what happens when you don't maximize the transfer window. That is what happens. So when a lot of fans tell me or put on social media, or you want to keep the powder dry, absolute nonsense, or you don't want to panic buy. It's not about panic buying. When you miss out on a window, that work just gets carried on to the next window and more work gets added on. How is it from last summer, from only needing 1 striker and a midfielder, or potentially 3 signings, we now had to sign another 6 signings? How does that make sense? Like, that's why you have to maximize the transfer windows. Every transfer window that comes, you have to maximize it. You can't be going into the season short, because that thing will carry on to the next summer. And what a position that you didn't think was a weakness that year, sorry, the previous year, is now a weakness this year. So that's what it is with Arsenal. It just feels like every time we get so close to really winning something, it just gets snatched away. And when from being 1 step close to it, we're now 10 steps back. That is just the history with this ownership. That's just a little rant I had to go on. And the next thing is Xavi Simons. Now apparently Chelsea are apparently close to doing club talks with Xavi Simons. Now apparently Chelsea are favourites for signing him. And for me, look, if you're not going to sign Xavi Simons, you better sign Eze. You better sign someone. There is no excuse for Arsenal not to sign either of them when both of them are easily available. Xavi Simons wants to leave, and with Eze, he has a release clause. We do not want to hear, I don't think any Arsenal fan wants to hear at the end of the window it's about outgoings, or we didn't have the money, or for us to sign him we have to sell players. We do not want to hear any of it. We need to win a trophy and we need to sign these players. Eze is a top player, so sign Eze. I don't want to hear like this, the PR now start going off saying we need to sell before we buy, because we don't have an issue selling before buying when it comes to Chelsea players. So I do not want to hear it with Eze. Why don't we sign Eze before Noni Madueke? Eze is the left wing is more important than a Saka backup. I don't care what you say. It was more crucial coming in to this summer that we addressed the left winger and a striker. A Saka backup was only a mark opportunity if he came across. That's something we should have just at the end. We do not want to hear, I don't think any Arsenal fan wants to hear that we have to sell to buy Eze. We need to sign someone. That was the most important position, a striker and a left winger, and we need to get addressed. To be honest, Rodrigo is not happening. We already know Rodrigo is not happening. So our best option is Eze. So get Eze to the door. Whether it happens, I don't even know, because now I'm hearing Arsenal's they have to sell to buy him. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know with this club sometimes. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think is happening. Do you think I'm being all too reactive? Let me know in the comments. But I'm sure some of you guys can relate to my feelings. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.